Hello everyone and welcome to this video with my face cam again. Unedited this time, but seriously, it's still set of 20p or something. Anyway, I want to talk about straight off about this decade. Basically this decade, the 2010s, is like one of my decades because this decade is my childhood, almost my childhood. So whatever. But basically in this decade, I have my iPad, my old iPad that's sitting in the closet or something. But whatever about it, whatever about my memories or something. But anyway, I want to talk about what the freak is gonna happen in the next decade. And so people are saying in the next decade. This is the random, but if you have a TikTok, yeah, if you have a TikTok and you're scrolling for your page, you sometimes see you just sometimes see goodbye childhood, in the next decade or something we miss our childhoods. No. I'm actually laughing a little bit at this because if okay, how do I explain this? Just because it is the next decade doesn't mean our childhood just gets snapped by Thanos. Thanos. Anyway, so basically, I just want to say our childhoods are still here. If you have a book about childhood, pick it up right now. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not Slayers or something. But anyway, but just saying, if you want to, you can look at your childhood books if you're lucky. But for example, I have two of them. One of them was I was like born or something, but the other was just memories when I was like a little boy or something. But anyway, so yeah, basically our childhoods are still here in our hearts. I haven't talked about one. It's in my special place in my heart. It's like Jurassic Park. It's like in my heart right now because I don't know why, but I did watch Jurassic Park and then remembered a little bit, and then I found it. I was like remembering I was like upstairs and there was some kind of website on Windows XP. Yes, Windows XP, really old days. But anyway, I think it was like 8 years old or something. 7, whatever the age, but I was young that I randomly discovered Jurassic Park because I think I remember that there was like one video that was like showing a bunch like Jurassic Park logos, and then randomly I just saw Jurassic Park on TV with it. I think with a DVD, just a little bit, and then I think I found it. I didn't remember the name. Because, yeah, I don't know how I remember that name, but I can't explain. All right, it just talks my heart away. Okay, just saying. I don't know why. I don't know how Jurassic Park holds a special place in my heart. Next thing is Pingo. I don't need to explain that. It also holds a special place in my heart. But anyway, so basically, I want to keep this short right here. It's like 4 minutes already as you're watching this. Just want to say, just want to say Happy New Year and welcome to the next decade. As I'm recording this video, it's almost 2 hours. It's 2 hours before the New Year's, and I want to upload this as the last video of the decade on my YouTube channel. So it's a pretty wow, I cannot speak. It's a pretty big deal that I'm witnessing the end of a decade because I waited that long. Because in this decade, it's like my childhood decade. In the next decade, it's my future, my future decade right here. But basically, yeah. So I'll upload this video as the last video on this decade, and in 2020 I'm gonna do something special. So last couple of videos I released a video called Alone. release date, which I'm gonna release my first album in 2020. And PS is gonna be first premiered on YouTube and then released on SoundCloud. And then hopefully Spotify if I have a Spotify page. If I ever have a Spotify page, I will freaking if I can't release the album on Spotify, if I can, it's too expensive. It's $180 to release on Spotify. One of my friends actually told me that he has an artist. He has an artist. Whatever. All I know is just you pay money to release music on Spotify. I don't know any more about Spotify artist thingy, but enough about that. I'm making. There's so many things I gotta talk about before the end of this decade. Basically, this decade is my childhood, and the next decade, as you're witnessing right now, is the end of the decade. And the next decade, which is 2020s, is my future decade. Because maybe if I can't get a job over there, I can make some money or something. I have a drum set, so yeah. Basic. I think I'm gonna do a drum cover if I can record the drums correctly, because at this point I'm having issues like recording the drums to my computer. I mean, yeah, we have a USB for USB A to USB B. Okay, drum is connected to my computer, and some reason I cannot save it as an MP3 file. But I'm working on it, I guess. But in the next decade. Anyway, so I gotta stop talking over there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in next time. That's a holy mother god different intro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the next decade. Yeah.